What's up, guys? Welcome back to 570 Rippin Lips Outdoors, and welcome to part one of building a coonskin cap. Uh, we haven't updated you guys in a while on the traps, but in there, that bag, we got a raccoon. And by the way, don't mind the mess behind me. That's literally all our Nerf guns from when we were kids and John Deere's and stuff like that that we're trying to make room for. So don't mind that. But we've been checking the traps pretty much every single day, and so far we have two raccoons and a fox, and I'll put a picture of the fox in right now. Um, we don't have the fox here because we're getting it mounted. It was the first ever fox we got, blah blah blah. But no, in all honesty, it was really nice colors. Sorry, car went by. I'm like a squirrel, but it had really nice colors, and even the taxidermist we brought to said it's a really nice fox. It was a gray fox too. So yeah, we got so far that's it in the traps. But today I did go up in the morning and we set one next to the barn that where you come in off our trail going back to the gate. You could just see it. I'm looking at it and I saw movement, and all of a sudden a bobcat put its head up, and I was super excited thinking we got a bobcat, but then it grabbed a rabbit that was on the ground and took off. And I went over to the trap and I looked, and the rabbit set the trap off and got caught in the trap, and the bobcat ended up coming and taking the rabbit. So we almost had a bobcat, but not really. But yeah, anyway, today we're gonna be uh defleshing that guy. We have two of them. We got one for Connor, one for me. We're gonna make coonskin caps, and what we do is it's dethawing right now, so it's gonna take a little bit. But I bought this PVC, and at the bottom of it, you can really see, I cut a notch right there. So then that goes that way, and it leans up against my body. So you pull the raccoon over this like a sock because of the way you you skinned it. You cut around the back legs and then pull it down like a sock, and that goes up over the top of this down through here, and with the defleshing knife right there you scrape all the flesh and stuff off. And that's why I have duct tape on my apron, because I don't want all this flesh getting on it and ruining it. So I put duct tape where this part is going to be resting, so in that way I don't have to worry about that. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys in a little bit once that thing defrosts, and we'll see how far we get tonight. I don't know how long this is going to be, but we'll see. Alright, see you in a bit. So here's the first guy. Obviously head was up there, tail's down here, and what I was talking about in the intro is you skin them back here where their back paws are and just pull it down like a sock. So the only spot where it's not open, or the only spot it is open I should say, is right here where we cut it and pulled it down like a sock, because here it's still really frozen. His head's in here. We skinned it as much as we could to get it off, but yeah, it's still pretty solid. So I'm gonna have to let this thaw out a lot longer than I thought. Hopefully I'll start on it tonight. If not, then I will tomorrow after I get out of school. But this is what it's looking like so far, and this one's medium size, I would say. The one in there though, the first one we got, that one's actually massive, so we should be able to get our two hats out of it. If not, then oh well. But yeah, when I start defleshing it, I'm actually gonna throw on gloves because I don't want all this stuff on me. But just taking out right now, like, you could tell it's pretty solid, so I gotta let it defrost a little bit, and then we'll pick up the camera when it's ready. So we had our first hiccup in the tanning process, and off camera, what you're supposed to do with the tails is you're supposed to skin around the tail and take the tail and the tailbone out, all that stuff. Well, this was a little too frozen to try and do that, and this is the first time I've ever done it. The, the tail broke in half. There's half the tail, there's the other half. We're salting that tail right now, getting it all dried out, And at the end of this, we're gonna have to try to sew it back on, but I don't know. Definitely a learning experience, but hey, this is gonna be Connor's hat anyway, so I don't care, whatever. Nah, I'm joking. Sorry, buddy. Alright, so besides that mess up with the tail, so far it's going pretty good. I got it to the point where I stretched it out, put it on the pole, and I can now deflesh it, which this is gonna take a while, but basically this is all you do. Just take your knife or your defleshing tool, whatever you want to call it, and just scrape it down. And you want a nice clear white tanned hide. You don't want any fat, any meat, anything really on it. You want it basically pure white, which is the skin. So I'm gonna work on this for a couple hours and we'll see how it goes. But I already know around the belly and the armpit areas and stuff like that, it's gonna be pretty hard because those are the most sensitive areas, and that's where you're gonna most likely go through and see some fur or skin or whatever you don't want. But if you take your time and do it right, hopefully it turns out good. But we'll see. Again, first time ever doing this, first time for everything, so why not try it right now? But I'll put you guys on a time lapse so you don't have to see me doing this the whole time.
57 years at the lake. So how's it going? So when did you
Not
get
good.
Them? When did you get them then? Before I came in?
Yeah, we got
Because I got here Wednesday, a week ago.
Yeah, we probably got them last Wednesday. We got one Tuesday and last Wednesday.
So what are you doing? Trying to get the hide?
Yeah, I'm scraping it clean, and right now we have a problem because I tried taking the tail, like you're supposed to skin around the tail and pull the tail out, but I did it while it was still partially frozen, so the other half of the tail's right there. And the whole point of this was to make coonskin caps.
Yeah.
So either I'm gonna have to
sew it on or something.
I was gonna say I'm probably gonna ask James to do it because he's better at sewing than I am.
Wait, let me rewind. So we can make. You're gonna be Davy Crockett.
Yes, sir.
And you will wear it.
I'm gonna be showing up to work every single day.
You should wear it at work.
People are gonna be driving by seeing me on roofs just with a coonskin cap on, nailing down shingles.
Just with the coonskin. Oh God.
Yeah.
So you even doing? Do you use air guns on the roofs?
Yeah. Mhm.
Unbelievable. I was telling Aunt Lee. I said, we got a guy. I'm saying we got a guy to do our siding.
Yeah, I'll do it. All right. Anyway, I'll throw you guys on time lapse and I'll pick it up in a little bit. here it is after I fleshed it for about an hour and a half. It was on the pole, I cut it in half, and now this is what it looks like. The next, it's actually weird though, because over there, there's some of the fat that was taken off this, and it's not even that hot out right now. It's probably like 65, 60 degrees, and it's just turning into liquid. It's kind of like Crisco, stuff like that, but this is what it looks like. Now the next step, just cover it in salt. And then you want to rub it in and rub it all around. Make sure it's nice and in there, because the whole point of the salt is to take all the, what's the word? Why can't I think of it right now? You want to take all the moisture out of the skin, so you could see how it's kind of glowing right now, because that's all the fat that's on it and stuff like that. So if you cover it with salt overnight and do all that stuff, then in the morning it should be pretty good, and then you could go on to the next step of the tanning process. So I'm gonna do this right now, and then I'll pick the camera back up when it's time to do the other raccoon, I guess. And I'm back. So there they are. Here's both raccoons. There's one, there's the other one. That's the one that the tail broke off. I wrapped it up inside it, and what I did is, you saw me, I salted them both. Well, you saw me do it on the one, I did it to both. I salted them down, folded them so the flesh is on flesh, salt on salt, and you rolled them up. And I have to repeat the step one more time, so I have to wash off the old salt tomorrow and put new salt on, and then the day after that I could start the tanning process. But that's pretty much it for part one. Now I gotta clean up everything, especially this pole, because I'm gonna be using that all year. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys liked it. If not, then I'm sorry. I'm trying my best, but that second one took me, I want to say, 2 hours to do, just because the way I skinned it like a deer the first time. So it wasn't like a sock pulling it over the pole. It was wide open, like you saw the first one after I cut it open. And I had to like pin it against my chest in the pole and do everything. But yeah, that's part one. Now, the next part, I believe, hold on. Yeah, the next part is going to actually be tanning it, which I'm going to be using this stuff. So hopefully, well, I don't know about Connor's hat. His is going to look pretty dumb unless we could sew it together, but hopefully they're going to turn out good. If not, hey, it's a learning process. It's our first time doing it, so can't really complain. At least I'm out here trying, and Connor worked the whole day, so he would be here too if he had a choice, but I told him stay home. He's tired, so hopefully he'll be here for the next video though. But see you guys.